how you doing? Welcome to Gaming Solo. My name is Robert Solo Gamer Friend, and this is a Gaming Solo playthrough of Elder Sign. Day 10 of the 13 games to Halloween. If you haven't had the opportunity, go ahead and go to the description below, click on the link for the setup, go ahead and set the game up with me and come back and join me through the playthrough. Let's see how we do together. But without any further delay, let's get into the game. And if you remember from the setup, we're playing Yog Sothoth. I'm just going to call him Yog because I cannot say that last name to save my life. But anyways, his special abilities is anytime we suffer a penalty from the Otherworld cards, we discard that card. And when that all the Otherworld cards are gone, Yog is awakened and we go into the battle with him. But first, let's go over the card anatomy before we really get into the game. So if you look at these cards, in the top left green circle are the trophy counts. Then you have the card title. Underneath the card title is a flavor text. And then you have the tasks. They can either for 2, 3, or even 1 row. And you have to complete each row at a time. You cannot complete multiple rows on one roll of dice. You have to complete 1 row before you go to the next one. Doesn't matter what order you complete the row in, unless, of course, the card has some specific actions you have to take within the order. That white square are where you put the monster tokens if you're forced to draw on a monster. And you have full coverage, partial coverage, and empty box. Right now that would be a full coverage. An empty box is a larger square with nothing in it, and the partial will have another task next to it you cannot cover with the monster tokens. In the bottom left in the red are consequences if you fail to complete that card, and on the right are the rewards if you complete that card. And that is the card anatomy. And before we begin play, we must flip over Mythos card. Mythos card is the deck of cards with the clock on the back. And look at the card, there are 2 halves in the card. You have the top half, which is the immediate effect, and the bottom half, which is a lingering effect. And for this card, the title of the Stars Align, you add 1 Doom token to the Doom track. That sucks, that already adds it 1 right there. And then the lingering effect is, before reason fails, investigators may ignore order arrows on adventure cards today. So, if there were any cards I heard this, I had to do these tasks in specific order, I was able to ignore them. But right now I'm going to place a Doom token. Of course, Doom token is the token with the little man. And I have to place it on the card right here. So I'm already starting at a slight disadvantage. So right now if I drop 2 more Doom tokens, then I have to draw a monster token and place it on one of these cards. Alright, before we start rolling and picking locations, we should take a look at the cards and see if there's any special conditions on these cards that could affect us if we don't complete them by a certain point within the game. So there's no special condition on this one. This card's special condition is at midnight, when the clock hits midnight again, each investigator will lose 1 stamina. So that's a card we need to go ahead and get rid of. This one here pretty much says when you roll a terror, you lose 1 stamina. So that could really hurt us. And this card here says when a player draws this card, place 1 monster on each of the monster tasks below. There are 2 blank monster tasks, so we have to reach into the bag and grab out 2 monster tokens. Monster tokens look like that. They have the little special conditions like any other task on there. And then we flip it over. There's just flavor text and it's worth 1 trophy point. So this one goes right here. I reach in because I got to put 2 of them on there. And right here. It looks like if we roll peril or scrolls, we can close those out. And that's going to take a total of 3 peril or 3 scroll to close that out, or 4 scroll if we want to, if we have to go. So I think that's it right there. Then we decide where we're going to place our investigator. We can either leave our investigator there, and we can either do a healing action, we can roll for the lost and found, gain or lose, or we can trade in trophies for certain actions. So what I want to do is I want to go down here. I want that die back, so I'm going to go here first. I'm going to grab my dice with the dice tray. I'm going to place it right here. And I have to get a total of 3 skulls out of these 5 dice. And there's only 1 skull per dice, so the chances are pretty slim. But I'm going for it anyways. I got 1 skull, so I can place it here. Now I have to complete the second task, which requires 2 skulls. So I get these 4 remaining die and roll. And I got another skull, which is good. So now I have 3 dice left to get 1 skull. And I got the 3rd skull. So therefore I've completed the task. If I had not rolled any die that I could use, I would have to burn a die in order to keep rolling. So your dice pool shrinks whenever you're trying to complete an objective on one of these room cards locations. So, but I received 3 perils, which is the skulls. I'm going to start calling them by their name, peril. I get this die back. Also, I get to get the card, and I get to do the rewards for getting that card. The rewards for this one is I get a spell card, a unique item, which is the one with the knife. But, and I don't know why it's a reward, but I gotta place a monster on the board. And so first, I want to put my investigator back at the start location. I want to draw a new card, place that new card out. Now I have to place a monster on the board, and the two locations I can place it at this time is either here or here. So let's see what I draw. I drew the Bayeki, I would say it, and I'm going to place it here only because I need a lore, which is the scroll, or terror, which is the green tentacles, to pass that one. And then one more scroll and one more terror. That would require one lore, which is a scroll, or 2 terror, or a total of 3 terror on this one. So I'm going to go for this one. Seems like I'm hedging my bets better for this one. Now the items that I received, for the spell item, after rolling, discard to defeat one monster. That's awesome. I can use this card to defeat a monster once I do one roll. And for the unique item, once again, after rolling, discard, defeat one monster. So that's awesome. I can actually get rid of 2 monsters. I can get rid of 2 monsters here just by rolling and getting rid of them without spending any die. So that is a great thing to have there. And this card goes into my pool. I'll set it right here. And I have 2 trophies now. And when I say my rewards, it's actually titled rewards and penalties. So you can still get penalties for being successful, which makes that game all that more difficult. And now we take the clock and we advance it forward 3 hours. So you always have it on 3, 6, 9, or 12 o'clock. And it's easy to remember because those areas stand out differently than the rest of the clock. And then now we go into the next round. So the card that I pulled out though is titled There's Something in the Basement, and there's no effects on the card. So we're good there. But now I still got to get rid of the cards that's going to give me problems at midnight. So I think I'm going to go for this card first. Because in order to achieve this card, I lose a health for each one I'm successful at. So it's going to, and it's 2 skulls. This one we both lose stamina at midnight. That takes 3 skulls. You know what? I'm going to go for that. I'll take the health. I might be able to recover some health on one of these rounds. So, man. You know what? I'm just going to go here anyways. I need 2 points worth of investigation dice and 3 peril. So I'm going to set it right here and see what we get. I rolled 1 skull and 2 points of investigation. Alright, so we completed the first task. Now I got to complete the second one, which I need 2 peril, which are the skulls. I'm going to quit saying that. I'm sure you guys know it by now. I got 1 skull, so I need 1 more skull. So I don't need to burn a die because I was able to use a die. And I got another skull. Another success. That's going to be great right now, but I know I'm going to pay the price later on down the road. So that card has been completed, that task. I move my investigator back. I collect the card. Place a new card out. And let's see what my rewards and consequences are. So I have to pull another monster out of the token bag. So put a monster there. And the card that I flipped over has another condition. It goes discard 1 trophy of your choice. Oh, great. So each time I roll a terror, I have to discard a trophy of my choice. So, oh my goodness. So I'm placing this monster. So I have to roll a scroll, a terror, and I lose 1 sanity. But, oh man, the decisions, it's going to go right here. I'm about to stumble through that one. Alright. Then I get to get another unique item. And this unique item gives me a red die. I get a common item, which gives me another yellow die. And I place an Elder Sign token near the Ancient One's card. And I think that's a 2-pointer right there. Nope. Okay. So that's 1 of the 12 we need. Whew. I'll just stack them right here. I'll do them in stacks of 4. Hopefully I'll have 3 full stacks there. And now I have a total of 4 trophies, and I advance the clock another 3 hours to 6. And go to the next round. Okay, I have 2 more rounds before I got to get rid of these cards that are going to cause me to lose stamina per card. So that's 2 stamina. Really can't afford that. I got 5, bring it down to 3. Need as much as I can get. So I think I'm going to go for this card first. I'm going to use one of my unique cards in order to get rid of the monster. So I'm going to go after the Late Night Break-In card, and I need to roll at least 6 points worth of investigation die, and that's the die with the magnifying glass. So I'm going to set it right here. I'll bring it out a little further. Going for this card here. Let's see what we got. And I got 6 points worth of investigation die. I got 2 3s. So that's it right there. Now I'm going to use one of my, after roll and discard a monster. So I'm going to roll again just so I can discard the monster. So I'm going to roll and discard a monster by discarding this card here. I'll place it upside down, so if I want to complete the deck, I'll reshuffle if I complete it. And I've achieved the objective of beating this card. I forgot to move my character there, but it doesn't matter. So, oh awesome. This monster was worth 2 points. A lot of them are 1-pointers. So right now I have 7 points worth of trophies, which is awesome because 10 points worth of trophies allow me to get a Elder Sign, or I can trade it in for an Elder Sign, which, you know, I need 12 Elder Signs, so I need all the points I can get. Flip over the next card, and this card is titled Gate to Elsewhere. There are no conditions on it, and I do need to collect my reward, which is a clue token, the shoe. And like I said, they allow you to re-roll die. For each shoe you trade in, you can re-roll the die. Now we advance the clock another quarter hour. And at midnight, we will flip another Mythos card over. So we'll do this like this, so I can have access to that card. All right, let's start the next round. I think I'm going to go here next. It is going to cost me, I don't know. It's going to cost me 2 health just to defeat it. But all I have to do is roll a total of 2 peril within 2 rolls. So I'm going to do it, and I'll just have to gain some health next round. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to try to roll 2 peril in 2 rounds. Place it right here again. And every time I succeed, I lose 1 health. Alright, there's 1 peril. I lose 1 health. I'm down to 4. Put them right there. I have 4 health left. Roll again to get another peril. I did not get a peril, so I have to burn a die and roll again. Whoa, I left that die there. I was rolling short 1 die, and I rolled a peril. It didn't matter. I've succeeded every time, so it didn't really affect having that die in there or not. So I lose another health, down to 3 health, but I did get this card. It's another 2 trophies, so I'm up to 9 trophies now. I'll put that like that. And I've earned 2 unique items. First unique item gives me another red die. Since there's only 1 red die, you can only use those cards 1 at a time. And another red die. So I can use the red die up to 3 different rounds. Flip a new card over. And this card is titled The Tempest. It's worth 1 trophy. And this is a card you have to do in order. I'll bring it up close to you. You see at the very top of the task scroll, that arrow? That's telling you have to do all those tasks in that specific order. You can't start at the bottom or in the middle. You got to start at the top and work your way down. So that's going to be a pretty difficult one. But the rewards are great because we get another Elder Sign once we complete that. And that's what I need is Elder Signs. I need to get some Elder Signs from here too. So I need to go to here and here. And that ends that round. We advance another quarter hour. It is now midnight. We flip over another Mythos card. The immediate action is titled Esoteric Devices. Add 1 Doom token to the Doom track unless at least 1 investigator has a unique item. I have a unique item, so I don't have to make sure, yeah, I have a unique item, making sure. So I don't have to add that. That's lucky for me. Then it's reveal a false trail. Next time the clock strikes midnight, each investigator must discard 1 clue token if able. So this is actually a pretty good card. It worked out for me. I have a unique item. So I didn't have to add, so the Doom track stays where it is at 1, which is awesome. Works for me. Yeah, let's get into the next round. Alright, we don't have any stipulations on here that we have to beat before midnight. So I think I'm going to earn some more Elder Signs by trying to go here. I'm going to use, of course, my unique item card to get rid of all those monsters as soon as I roll. So let's go for that right here. So move my character here. I know I'm hurting on health. I got 3. I'm going to have to heal next round, but I like to get some Elder Signs first. And of course I have to roll Peril or Lore, which is the scroll. 1 or the other for both these 2 monsters. And I have to roll a Peril and 2 Lore scrolls for the bottom one. So let's see if I can get the bottom one done first. And I did. So I rolled a skull and 2 of the lore. I'm going to roll again. I need a skull or lore to close another one out. I rolled another lore. So all I have to do now is use this card after the roll to get rid of that if I don't roll a lore or a peril. And I rolled a peril. So don't need to use it anyways. So I'm done there. Get to collect these back up, put them here. Put my character back at the start point. And let's see, I've earned 2 more trophies. I've gotten this, which pulls out 2 monsters, but also I get 2 more Elder Signs. So I'm going to collect my Elder Signs first. So that is 3 out of the 12 I need to get. Flip over the monster card, or the location card I mean, and I have to put 2 monsters out. So they would both go on one of these 3 locations there. So pull the first one out. I need to get 3 lore to beat that one, so I might put a monster there, depends. Oh my goodness. Alright. So this monster here is going to require me to roll 2 investigation points, but it's going to cost me a health and a sanity point. I'm going to pull another monster out, and that seems to be the best place to put it. And this one locks a yellow die, and I have to roll 1 lore and 2 terror to get rid of that one. And just like peril, there's only 1 terror die. 1 terror per die. So that's going to be hard to get. But I need to lock that yellow. So that ends that turn. We advance the clock 3 hours. And we start the next round. And see, where do I want to go? I want to just stay where I'm at. And I can spend 10 trophies to buy another Elder Sign. I do have the trophies. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 trophy points. That'll leave me 3 trophies remaining. I think I'm just going to heal 1 health. So we're stamina, health, stamina, same thing. Bring me up to 4. And that will end that round, and I advance the clock 3 hours. That's how simple that is right there. Now where do I want to go? I need some more Elder Signs. These both have Elder Signs. There's no stipulations on here except I have to do this in order. So I have to get 2 investigation, then 3 investigation, then a terror and a peril. I can't add a red die to that. Adding a red die, it gives me a chance to get another terror or peril. I can also get 1 Elder Sign for here. I have to do an order also. I think I'm going to go here. Gotta get a roll 4 clue. Go 4 investigation I mean. I have to roll 1 terror, 1 peril, and 1 lore. And I'm going to go ahead and spend a card and add the red die to my roll. Just to increase my chances. If I can get the dice in my hand, I promise you I will start rolling. Alright, here we go. So I have to do it in order. So I need 4 investigation. Oh no. I only rolled 3 investigations, so I have to burn a die. So let's roll again. Oops. It's already making me nervous. Oh no, I haven't rolled any investigation yet. Burn another die. I think I'm going to fail this mission. Oh, okay, 3 and 1. That's 4. All right, I need a terror. Then I need a peril and a scroll. But I gotta get a terror first. Come on, terror. Yes. Alright, last chance. I gotta get a peril and a lore. So a skull and a scroll. Come on. Don't make me spin the clue token. I got the skull. So I have the skull. I have to spin a clue token. I'm going to spin a clue token to re-roll 1 die. So I'm going to leave that right there because it's not done rolling. So here goes 1 clue token. And I will spin the other one if I have to because I can gain a clue token if I'm successful. I still need a scroll. Alright, I'm going to spin this last clue token. Here we go. Oh boy. Fun times. Oh, I did not get it. So therefore I suffer punishment. And it's about to be midnight soon, which means I don't have a clue to spin. I set myself up for failure. So I go back to the house, head hung low, and the consequences, I lose a stamina and I lose a sanity. So here's there. Down to 4 stamina, 3 4 sanity and 3 stamina. And unfortunately, I placed another Doom token on the board. So now there's 2 out of the 12 Doom tokens. And that ends my turn. I advance the clock another 3 hours to 9 o'clock, and that ends that round. Okay, let's start the next round. And those of you who've seen enough of my playthroughs know that once the dice turn against me, it's almost no coming back. So it looks like this is going to be a short-lived game now. We'll see. Take the red die, not using it. I plan on going to this card here. Yeah, that'll give me 2 clue tokens, which is what I need. So I'm going here with my character, and I'm going to roll. And I need 2 lore, and I need 2 investigation, but I plan on using my card to defeat a monster so I don't lose any health or stamina. So let's see what I get in the first roll. I got 1 lore, 2 lore. Okay, I got the 2 lore, so I got the bottom half done. Roll again, and I'm not taking anything, so I'm going to go ahead and use this card. All I had to do was roll to defeat the monster, and that's exactly what I just did. So go and clear that out. And this is a 3-point monster. I probably need to buy an Elder Sign. We'll see. So I get my 2 tokens, my 2 clue tokens back, which is good because it's about to turn midnight. And the symbol in the center is the Otherworld symbol. So we draw an Otherworld card, and I'm going to place that right here. Let me realign these cards some. And the Otherworld card we drew is the Abyss. And Otherworld cards, I said, they have greater rewards, but also greater penalties. But it gives you more of an advantage. But because of Yogg's ability, if I don't defeat this card, it gets burnt. And if I run out of Otherworld cards, then Yogg gets activated and he starts his battle with me. Also, we're going to flip over the next location card. And there's no special conditions on that. I only have to roll a lore, a terror, and 8 investigation. That's going to be a tough one to get. And then we advance the clock back to midnight. Doom condition, I have to burn a clue token. Got that. Now flip over another Mythos card. And this Mythos card's immediate actions is titled Horrible Monsters. Either add 1 Doom token to the Doom track, or 2 monsters appear. I have to decide if I want a Doom token to the Doom track. I'm going to do 2 monsters. So if I add a Doom token to the track now, then 1 monster will appear. So I might as well go ahead and add the 2 now. It's real simple. So this token, 7 investigation, a lore, but also speeds up the clock 3 hours. And I'll place that right here. It covers up the other 2. And this one, I just need 2 lore, so I'll put it right there. The long-term effect is the next time the clock strikes midnight, each investigator gains a clue token. Oh, that's awesome. So I had to burn 1, now I get to gain 1. Okay, now I need to decide where I'm going to go. I still need Elder Signs. I have a total of 18 trophies, 2 shy of getting 2 more Elder Signs. I have 3 Elder Signs right now out of 12. So I think I'm going to move my investigator. I have 3 stamina and 4 sanity. I think I'm going to go here. No, I need Elder Signs. You know, I'm going to try it again. Go here. Got to do it in order. 2 investigation, 3 investigation, 1 terror, and 1 peril. So let me see what I get. You know what? I'm going to burn a card, add a red card to my deck. So I'll burn this unique item card and add a red die to my deck, or to my hand of dice. Alright. So 2 or 3 investigation, or a terror and a peril. I got the terror and the peril. I'm going to use those first. I can't. I wish I could. Got to do them in numeric order. So I need 2 investigation. So that's a 3 investigation. So I'll use that one. And I got to roll again, because the next one was a 1, and I could have used my red die. It was a 4, but I'm going to hang on to it. Now I got to need a 3 investigation, and here's a 3. Awesome. Let me look at this red die real quick. But yeah, it's a good die to keep. And now I'm going to roll. I need a peril and a terror to defeat this card. I got the terror. Now I need a peril. Nope, I have to burn a die. Let's see, is there any peril in there? There's a peril there, so it doesn't matter at this point. Burn another die. This is not looking good. Burn another die. Nope, I'm going to burn a clue and reroll both these die. I should have burned a clue earlier and rolled more die. Burn a die. Here we go. Remember I said my rolls work for me until they don't. Then it's downhill from there, and I lost. Oh my goodness. So I lose a sanity and a health. So close. Both times it was just so close, but no cigars. And this card stays in play. I already did my penalties. Bring my character back. And now we advance the clock 3 hours. And I have a choice. I think I'm going to stay and heal 1 stamina. Back up to 3 stamina. I also have 3 sanity. Advance the clock another 3 hours. And let's try to do something different this time. I think I'm going to go, maybe I should go to the other world. 7 investigations is a lot though. I have to use another red die. Let me go do the other world. I'm going to go here just because it's going to be my doom. I'm going to use the additional red die to add to my die pool. And then I have to get 7 investigation, 1 lore, then 2 lore, and a peril. And I have to advance the clock 3 hours once I defeat the monster. So let me see what I have here. I have 1 lore, 1 peril. I do have only 6 investigations, so I'm going to start at the bottom. So I got 1 lore, 1 peril. I need 1 more lore. There it is. Whew, I got nervous. Now I need another lore and 7 points of investigations. And that is a terrible roll. So I'm just going to burn and roll again. I would lock a die, but it's not going to help because I need so many points. So I got the, oh my goodness, so there's no way I can achieve it at this point, so I failed another one. Consequences are 2 stamina and 1 sanity. Down to 1 stamina and 2 sanity remaining. I advance the clock 3 hours. Bring my character back. I'm going to skip going into the rooms again to get another stamina back. I advance the clock 3 hours. And I gain 1 clue token because of the mythos. And now we draw another mythos card. Tile the right tools. Either add 1 doom token to the doom track, or the investigator as a group must discard 2 unique items. Are these unique? No, they are not. So I have to add a doom to the doom track. And because I covered up a monster icon on the doom track, I have to pull another monster out. And since there are no more locations to add monsters, I have to pick a spot and I add it to the bottom of the line. So I'll add it right there. I just have to get a lore to pass that one, or peril, I mean. And that was immediate effect. The long-term effect is the next time the clock strikes midnight, each investigator must discard 1 ally if possible. So I don't have any allies, so it's not going to hurt me if I don't have an ally. It's only, it says if possible. And now my turn again. Kind of struggling. Need some points to trade them in to get some more Elder Sign. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go here. 1 health, 1 stamina gets lost, or sanity and stamina, I mean. But I do get a unique item, and I get a clue token. And I don't get to use red die. The yellow is still locked. I should unlock that yellow, but it's been kicking my butt. So let's see what I get for here first. So I need a lure or terror, another lure, and another terror, all on 3 separate rolls. I didn't get either one. That is ridiculous. Alright, get rid of that one. I got a bunch of investigations which I could have used last round. Have a terror. So I'll take the terror. There's one terror. I need 2 lure, or a terror and a lure. Got a lure. I'll cover the 1 lure. Now I need a terror or a lure. Nothing. I tell you guys, once the dice turn against me, there's no coming back from this. And I got a lure. Alright, good. I finally achieved another objective. So put dice here. Put these 3 dice here. Bring my investigator back home. And this is another 2-pointer. So I'm sitting at 20 points on trophies. And this is 1 point, gives me 21. And the reward is a clue token. Oops, wrong one. And a unique item. And the unique item is add a red die to your dice pool for that round. And then flip this over. Now I have, it's titled Vermin in the Pipes. I need a lot of investigation. A 3, a 3, a 3, and 1 peril. It's going to take a lot of specific dice for that. Advance the clock 3 hours. And I think I'm going to stay there, but I think I'm going to try to heal. And I'm going to pay 2 trophies to heal my stamina all the way back to the max. So I'm going to pay these 2 trophies, put them right there, and take my stamina and max it back out to 5. So there's a 3. And that ends my turn. Advance the clock 3 hours. I think I'll sit on the sanity for a minute. And I'm going to spend another 10 trophies. So let's spend these 5 and these 5 to buy an elder sign. Let's put these upside down right here. And add 1 elder sign, so that's 4 out of the 12. 1/3 of the way there. Advance another 3 hours. And I have a total of 9 trophies remaining. Let's try again. Maybe I can get this monster task cleared if I go there. So if you complete a monster task but fail the objective, you still get the monster, but you still get the penalties along with the monster, just for your information. So I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to go from here to here. I want to try to clear that die pool, get that dice out. I'm going to use the red die also, so I'm spending this again. And let's see what happens. I need that. Another monster will come out, but I get a clue token, a unique item, and a spell. Alright, so I need 2 terror. I didn't get any. I need a lore. I got a lore. So I did complete that. So I do get that monster trophy, but I will suffer penalty still if I don't complete the objective. Now I have to roll 2 terror. I didn't roll terror that last round. On this card, if I rolled a terror and I couldn't use it, then I would automatically lose this adventure. I failed this adventure. So I rolled 1 terror and 2 terrors. Awesome. I got so lucky there. Rolled 2 terrors. I needed 2 terrors. Everything else is investigation or lore. So the dice are looking back in my favor again. For how long, I don't know. And that's worth 1 trophy. So I'm back up to 10 trophies. And then another 1 trophy here gives me 11 trophies. And I got to put a monster out. I'm going to flip a new card over. And this card can take a monster, so I'm going to put it there because that's the only place it can go. They can go other places, but I have to fill in the white boxes first. And this monster requires a lore or an investigation. I mean a peril. So that card is going to be kind of easy to defeat. Getting these cards with the Elder Signs on is going to be a little more difficult. I think I'm going to go for those, try to get more trophies and try to win the game by just buying Elder Signs with trophies as best I can. And of course I get my clue token, my spell, which is good because I think I have to give up a spell at the end of this round. No ally. And the spell card lets me lock a die that I can use on any task later. So that's going to be great. If I know I could, when I roll a die, if I can use a die for a future task, then I can lock it on there and probably go to that next one right away. And I get so I grab a unique item. And I get to add another red die to my rolls if I want to. Unlock the yellow die, I'm good there. Alright, we advanced the clock 12 hours, back at midnight. So I can't give him an ally, but there's no penalties. Flip over the Mythos card. It's titled Eldritch Knowledge. Add 1 Doom token to the Doom track unless at least 1 investigator has a spell. I got lucky, got a spell that last round. The long-term effects is all adventure cards gain the following terror effects today. So for the next 24 hours. Replacing any terror effect they normally have, discard all dice showing the terror result. So for the next, when it says day, this is 12, not 12, it's a 12-hour clock, of course. So for the next 12 hours till the next Mythos phase comes out, then we have to remove any dice that roll terror. We have to remove them from play. So no sense in going after area requires terror because we won't get to use those die. But I am going to take my investigator, move them here, going to roll the die. And I think I'm going to go without the red die this time. I'm going to take my chances. I have to get 1 peril or a lore, then another lore, and 3 points of investigation. Let's see what I got. So I rolled 3 terror. Of course I rolled 3 terror, because why not, right? So there's 3 terrors gone. I got 3 points of investigation, but I still need to roll a lore, and then another lore or a peril. I'm going to burn a clue token to roll again because I couldn't use either one of those dice because I got to close out the bottom task first since I started on it. I rolled 1 lore. Now I need to roll lore or a peril. I'm going to keep burning clue tokens. Burn a clue token. That was a terrible roll. Didn't even roll around. Just fell out. Last clue token. Here we go. Win or lose. And got it. Lore at the last second. Talk about luck. So take these out. Return my investigator. I get another trophy. It's a 1-point trophy for the monster trophy. And the card is also 1 point. Alright, and I get 1 clue back. And I get another spell card. So, awesome. I can use this to draw another Otherworld card if I want to. I'm not going to do that yet. I want to clear that one out first. And this card, at midnight, each investigator loses 1 sanity. And it's going to cost me 3 terror to clear it. So, I'm going to lose a sanity regardless at midnight because, like I said, I can't use any of my terror rolls. I have to ignore all of the terror effects on the cards. Let's go and start the next round. Alright, so I have to discard any terror die that I roll. So that means these 5 cards here I can't even use. So I have to go for these 2 right here. This requires 3 investigation per task and then 1 peril. This requires 7 investigation and a lore, then 2 more lore and a peril. And I have to advance the time by 3 hours. So I guess I'm going to, guess I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn in a red and a yellow die to increase my chances of success. I'll just put these to the side. I'll put them in the bottom stack later. Alright. Let's go for it. So I'm going to go for here. I'm going to go with that because it gives me an Elder Sign if I'm successful. Oh, but if I fail, I lose 2 sanity. I only got 2 sanity left. So I guess I'm going here where I only lose 1 stamina. So let me put my person here. My investigator's there. We're going to roll now. So I need a lot of investigation. So there's 1 3-point investigation. And I rolled a peril, so I'll close that out. Now I need 2 more rolls of at least 3 investigation per roll to be successful. Another 3-point investigation. 1 more. Probably did overkill with the dice, but need to be successful. And 3 points of investigation. And that ends that right there. So that is success. Put these here. Take these 2 out so I don't get mixed up. Return my investigator back to the entrance, and I get 2 common items and a clue token. So let me get my clue token. Gives me back up to 2, and I'll grab 2 common items. Let me fix that right there. And the common items I got is a yellow and a red die, which is great. Flip the next card over. There's no special conditions on this card. Title Lights Out. And I will need 3 investigation, 2 peril, and 2 lore to be successful by getting Elder Sign and a spell. So I know where I'm going to go this next round. Round's over, advance the clock 3 hours. And go for it again. And I'm going to go ahead and spin that yellow and red die again. Or cards for the yellow and red die. And let's go for it. Put my investigator on the card. And let's start rolling. Alright, let's see. Have to do it in order from top to bottom. But first I need 3 investigations. Got that. I also rolled a terror, so I lose both of those. Now I need 2 peril. Rolled another terror. Did not roll any peril. No, wait, I did roll one. I have to use yellow. Roll again. Rolled a wild and 2 more terror. And that's what the wild looks like. Looks like the ally card. I can use it for anything, but doesn't matter. I did not get enough. I still need, if I play that, I still need 2 more die to get the lore. But unfortunately, I'm out of dice. So, failed that. So my consequences for failure are I lose 2 stamina, gives me down to 3 from 5, and I have to add 1 doom to the board. Oh, this is not good. So now I have 4 out of the possible 10 doom. We advance the clock another 3 hours, and we try again. I have to try the same thing again because of the fact that I either go here and spend a lot of stuff, but I don't have the stamina, or I don't have the sanity. But I think I'm just going to hold tight. I'm going to spend 10 trophies. Let's see here. It's 2, 4, 6. And then this 3 makes 10. I'm going to spend the 10 trophies. Maybe I should really think that one through. And we'll put that back into play. I'll spend the 3 lower point ones because they're easier to defeat. To max out my sanity. That gives me 5 sanity back. And then we advance the clock another 12 hours. And we flip over another Mythos card. So, immediate action, a monster appears. So I gotta draw a monster and drop it somewhere on the board. Is there any place I can put it? Nope, so I'll have to put it anywhere because all the monster slots are now full. And I have to lock a yellow die. So I'm going to put this one here. I have to roll a lore. Yeah, I have to roll lore. So let me see here. What can I cover up? I can't cover anything up. I guess I can put it, oh my goodness, decisions. I'll put it here. Can't put it with another monster unless there's a monster on every card. And then I lock my yellow die. Then the long term is there is no lingering effects today. Oh, that's good. So now let's see what I can do. Let me go. The way I am rolling lore, let me try again. I rolled a lot of lore last 2 times, only because I couldn't use it. Now watch. So I'm going to go here. I need a total of 3 lore and 2 rolls. There's 1 lore. Now I need 2 more lore. Did not get a lore, burn a die. Still need 2 more lore. Or not lore, terror. Burn a die. Roll again. Another terror. 1 more terror. And I got the terror. So this is a success. Put my investigator back at the entrance. And I get 2 trophies to add to my collection. It gives me total 8. I get a clue token. And I also get another Elder Sign. That's awesome. That gives me 5. And I get to draw a spell. And the spell is After rolling, discard to change one die to the result of my choice. That is a great card to have. And I flip over another card. Alright, this card has lots of positive effects. Negative part though is the penalty for success puts another Doom token out, so kind of sucks there. You get a Doom token and an Elder Sign. And right now, Yogg only needs 6 more Doom tokens, and I need 7 more Elder Signs. So let's see what we can do. Since I can change the die to a die of my choice, I'm going to go here. Go here, I need to roll a total of 5 investigations, a 2 and a 3, 1 terror, and 1 peril. So let's see what we got here. Like I said, I have that die. I have to do it in order. I already got to use the die, or the card. So I'm going to change. I roll a total of, let me see here. Yeah, I'll do it. I rolled a total of 3 investigation, but I'm losing 2 die. If I did the 2 die for the 2 right there, I'd have to get 3 out of 4 die left. You know what, I'll do that. I'll hold on to this and see how I do another roll. So now I need 3 more investigation. I rolled a 3. Now I need a terror and a peril. Let's go here. Awesome. So it worked out in my favor, and I have to spin the card like I tried to a second ago. So that's a success. Go back to start point, collect the card. It's 2 more trophies. I get another clue token. I get to draw a common item, which is another yellow die, and I get another Elder Sign. So 6 more Elder Signs to defeat Yogg. Flip another card over. And pretty simple card. No stipulation on there yet. And we advance the clock 3 hours. And that's the end of that round. Alright, before we start the next round, the last 2 rounds I made 2 mistakes. So 2 rounds ago, I was supposed to pay 10 trophies to bring my sanity back up to full health. I only paid 9, so I'm going to get rid of this one right here to make that 10 trophies paid. And the round before that, the round after that, but before this round, I forgot to advance the clock 3 hours. So it's really sitting at 6 o'clock right now, not 3 o'clock. With that fixed, now we're straight. Now let's continue on with the game. I have a total of 7, 8, 9 trophies. And 1 more, I can get another Elder Sign. I'm 6 Elder Signs away from completing or beating Yogg, but he's also 6 Doom away from taking care of me. So it's going to be a rough one either way. I do need that yellow die back. I can go here, I can fail the mission, but complete the monster task and only lose 1 sanity and try to get the other one, but it's going to be hard. I need a total of 8 investigation, 1 terror, 2 lore, and of course the clock will advance automatically once I beat this monster. I'll wait till I earn a red die card to try that. So instead, I'm going to go here. I have to do this in order again, and I'm going to see if I can beat this card here with my 6 die. So I got to do it in order. So the first thing I need is 2 investigation. I rolled 2 investigation. So like I said, I've defeated the monster, so I can take. If I fail the mission, I still get to keep the monster token. All right, now I need 1 terror, and I did not roll a terror. I think I'll hold on to that card that allows me to switch a die. When I want burn a die, roll a die. And I rolled a terror. Now I need a peril and a lore. I got a peril. So let's roll again. Hopefully I get 1 lore. Burn this one. Actually, I'm not going to burn it. I'm going to spend a clue token and reroll both of these. Spend a clue token and reroll again. All I need is a lore. Come on, give me a scroll. Got it. It cost me 2 clue tokens, but I got it. So put these back over here. I should have moved my character to here, but I didn't, but it doesn't matter. We know where we're going. I get this monster token, which is worth 1 trophy point, brings me up to 10. This card is worth 1 trophy point, brings me to 11. I get a clue token back. I get a unique item, which is a red die. It's awesome. And I get another Elder Sign. So that brings me up to 7 out of the 12 I need. Flip over the new card. and has to be done in order again. So let's see what we can do. Advance the clock 3 hours. One more advance, and then I have to do another Mythos card. I think I'm going to try to go here. We'll go here. I need, in order again, I have to get 3 investigation, 2 peril, and 2 scrolls, all in that order. So let me see. I'm going to go ahead and use the red die, add it to my pool. But I get an Elder Sign if I'm successful. So here's the 3 investigation. Now I need 2 peril. Here's 1 peril. Roll again. There's another peril. Now I need 2 lore. I still have that 1 card. I can change any die I want to. I got 1 lore. I just need 1 more lore. And I got it. That card is successfully completed. Go there. Grab this up. I have earned 1 Elder Sign. That puts me at 8 out of 12. And I get a spell card. And this lets me lock another die for future use on another card. Fix this up for real quick. Put another card out. And this card does have a condition. Unfortunately, it's going to happen now. At midnight, I have to add 2 Doom tokens to the Doom track. So just like that, I went from having a good little buffer to even it back out because we are going back to midnight. Have to have 2 Doom. And by adding that 2 Doom, I have to put 1 monster out because it covers up a monster icon. So let me grab monster token, and it will go here or here. Just mix up, grab it out. And it has to be 1 peril or a lore. I'll put it here. Doesn't change much because that one required a peril, but now a peril or lore, so not much of a change. I can just get a better option for that die roll. Flip over to Mythos card. The immediate effect is add 1 Doom token to the Doom track. Oh my goodness. So now he's back with the advantage. He's 3 away, I'm 4 away. I do have some points here I could use to get another Elder Sign, but I prefer to hold on to him for when I need him. The lingering effect is investigators cannot use spells or unique items. Oh man, so no spells, no unique items. So let me see what I got here. That's a common item. I'm going to set these up so I know common item. These 2 are spells. And that is a spell. And a spell. Oh, these are all spells. And my 2 common items. So I have 2 common items which are yellow die, which I can't use until I complete that task. So remove the red die. I think I'm going to go to this card here. Go ahead and be successful on it before midnight strikes again. And I'm going to roll. I need for the first task a peril and a terror. Second task a lore and a peril. And there's no significant order, no order which I have to do that in. So I have a terror and a peril. Yep. Now I need a lore and a peril. I got a lore, so now I need a peril. I'll spend a clue token. Try to get another good roll. See if I can get a peril. Lose a lore, or lose a die, and got the peril. Alright, so I defeated that card. Gives me another Elder Sign. Return my character back to the enters. And I get to collect a Elder Sign, which gives me 9 Elder Signs out of 12. And I get another spell card, which I cannot use this round. And I advance the clock 3 hours. Pull up another card. And this effect is, if I roll a terror, I add 1 Doom token to the track. Oh man, so. And when I roll terror, it's a terror that I can't use. So I have to get 2 terror on that card and 2 peril to be successful, but I get 2 Elder Signs. That's tempting to go there. that will put me within 1, and trading a card in will defeat the game. So I think I'm going to go ahead and risk that. But, oh, I don't know. For every terror I roll that I can't use, I add a doom to the doom track. It's only 3 away. I'm 3 away. It's a tough decision. I may have to hold off on that one. That's guaranteed win. Guaranteed loss, so also if I'm not careful. I'm going to go for it. Add a little risk. I do have that one die that I can, that card I can't spin the card, so it is what it is. Alright, come on. Only 2 terror on the first roll. I can use 1 terror, I'm good. Now I will lose a sanity and a stamina if I'm successful for each task. Come on, give me another terror. Alright, I don't want any more terror. I need 2 perils to roll out. Oh man, I got lucky. I got 2 peril, a lore, and investigation. That is pure luck. I was sitting there dreading it, so I lose 1 stamina and 1 health, or 1 sanity. I've gotten that. I get the card. I get 2 Elder Signs. That gives me 11. Flip over another card. We advance the clock 3 hours. There's no special effects other than that card has to be completed in order. And what I want to do is I want to take my actions up here by trading in 10 points. That's 6. 10 points worth of trophies for another Elder Sign. Drop it as 12 Elder Sign and a defeated Yogg. I'm not going to say his name, his full name. So luckily I got it the last second. I took the chance and the chance paid off for me, so that's awesome. Other than that, it's a great game. I'm going to get to you the final thoughts here in a moment, but excited because I've never beat this game before until now. So a little excited right now, but I'll see you guys in a moment for my final thoughts. Elder Sign, it's a good game. I liked it, and it's the first time I ever beat the game was on camera with you guys, so thank you for joining me in the first time ever victory. It's a fun game. And bottom right front is, this actually took me almost 2 weeks to film. It's like September 30th right now. And so I started filming on like September 15th or 16th. Then I caught some type of viral infection. I don't know what it was. First I thought it was COVID, and it wasn't that. And it was ended up seeing something else, and finally the doctor was like, just some unknown viral infection, treated with antibiotics. But normally I get sick, I'm down for a day, maybe a day and a half, and I'm back up. But this one took me off for almost 2 weeks. So I kept trying to film throughout that time frame. So when you hear my voice fluctuating from raspy to normal back to raspy, that was just me trying to work through this, and with a cough and a sore throat and stuff. Finally, I kind of just gave up on it, set it aside for about 5 days before I came back and finished it. But that's a testament to this game. This is a game you can walk away from mid-play and come back and pick up where you left off at without too much to figure out. Like, you got to look at the Mythos card, find out what the lingering effect was, then look at your cards to make sure there was no other effects on there that happen at midnight or when you roll a certain die. So it just took me a good maybe 30-45 seconds to get back into the game every time and kind of figure out what was going. That's why you see me every once in a while in the game rechecking something, like double checking, because I come back mid turn of the clock by between 6 and 9 and trying to figure out, okay, what was the card I had to look at again. And I would start recording without double checking, so that's why I would sit there, pause, look at it real quick, and go back to filming. But I mean, that's the kind of game it is. You can set it up as long as you don't have a cat that's going to mess it up. And luckily my cats don't get on the table. It took a long time to train them. A lot of water guns shooting right there, but it fixed them. And just basic stuff. Then you don't you can walk away and come back and play it and continue playing. It's a fun game. I really enjoy it. It's a fun game. I like it. I would recommend to anybody who's getting into the Arkham Horror series. This is another one to get into also. Between Final Hour and this, you just kind of get into the Mythos. And if you really want to get into thematic, I mean, you can play, I mean, you'd have to get multiple people to play it, but I mean, you can play Unfathomable as if you're coming from overseas trying to fight the Cthulhu Mythos monsters there, and then you end up at the mansion just on Elder Sign. Then you play Final Hour, which is just University, and then it expands into the board game itself or the card game, whichever is your preference. I like both. I lean towards the board game over the card game, only because the card game is great, but once you play it and you know what the cards are, then it's just a matter of manipulating it. So all those expansions you keep adding to,
is great, but I'm not a big fan of playing something you already know the ending to. That's kind of streamlined for you. So once I play one of the cards and I know it all and I finally beat it, I usually don't go back to it. Where board games, I can go back to every time. But other than that, Elder Sign is a great game. Thank you for joining me again on the 13 Games to Halloween. Tomorrow on day 11 for the 13 Games to Halloween, we're going to go to Final Girl Organism Station 2891. Did I say that right? Yes, 2891. So this is on my shelf of shame. I've had this for a year, so I'm going to get out and play it. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Alien Predator universe, and I really wish the Thing was part of that universe. That would have been a great mashup. But I do like the Thing, and unfortunately, it's not the John Carpenter version of the Thing. It's the, I think it's the 2011 version, because of course there was a Final Girl on that one where John Carpenter wasn't a Final Girl. So this is a good game here to play. I really enjoy it. And at least I believe there's a Final Girl in that last one. I'm digressing. We get back to it. But other than that, it's a great game to play. I'm going to play it, and we're going to check it out tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me, Gaming Solo. It's truly an honor and privilege to join me, especially through this 13 Games to Halloween series. Never done one before. It is kind of a, when you're used to only doing 2 games a month and you're doing all these back-to-back, it is kind of overwhelming because you're not used to it, but I'm starting to get into a rhythm. Lost that rhythm when I got sick, but I'm back again. But I really enjoy it. You guys are awesome. When you get the opportunity, check out the Solo Board Gamers Facebook page. That's a great group of people there also. And the big thing is, you guys, I truly appreciate everything you guys are contributing to this channel, these emails and comments. Please keep bringing them. I like them. Mostly emails, which is telling me you guys don't want it in the public, which is okay. I don't know if you guys are embarrassed to talk to me in public or not, but it is what it is. But if you guys see any mistakes I've made throughout the game, please let me know. And I trust you. I had to keep going back to the rule book because I take a few days off and come back, and I just forget what some of the symbols mean, or I knew what they meant, but I forgot the actual title, so I would call them something else and correct myself another round. But for the most part, let me know if I can improve this channel anyway. Let me know in the comments or email me at GamingSolo101@gmail.com, and I will get back to you. And if it's within my means, I'll make those changes. If it's not, then I appreciate the advice, and maybe later on down the road when it comes with my means, I'll add that to it. Other than that, you guys are a great group of people. I hope you're enjoying the 13 Games to Halloween. I hope you're a Halloween fan like I am, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we play Final Girl Organism Station 2891. And have a great day.